Ladies, gentlemen, let the show begin. Alright, do you like video games? And I know you do. What about entertainment? We got that to video game Armada, video game Armada. What's the name? Video game Armada. This is the one drawing the gamer Boss Bronze coming to you with There and Back Again, featuring Fortnite. Yes, it wasn't that long ago where I was talking about Fortnite, that despite paying for a closed beta, it was a really fun, challenging game that I recommended, and I still do. They have been patching. That's good. Less crashes than before. That's always a plus. Every once in a while, in clutch moments, it hears that familiar and then crash. Still gets on my nerves, but they are less now than ever, which is definitely a bonus. But that's not what I'm talking about with just a standard update. Oh no. The good people at Gearbox / Epic Games decided to, you know what? This game's has been out for like a month and a half. Time to kick it up a notch or two. And thus they released their own little, free event DLC / event DLC, and I just said that, called Survive the Storm. So what does that entail? Well, let me tell you, there's two parts to it. One I'll show you today, and the other, larger part, I will show you in next days following. Because I like to space things out, and they warn you, the larger part will take hours to play through if you're good, and I don't have hours to play through it all this time around. But in the next videos, heck yeah. For now though, let's get back to the small minor change, which is we're starting with the map over here. So yeah, right now I've been playing this game I've been dedicating a lot of my time to this game, like I said before, and I'm enjoying it quite dearly, honestly. And I've only unlocked 2 areas of the map. As you can see, this and this unlocked for me. The other 2 areas locked, and that intimidating red skull, like I said, we'll get back to that later. But for right now, I'm up to Plankerton. It has its challenges and it has its funs and follies, but it was getting to be routine. Not that that's a bad thing, but you gotta aim for the things you need, like I showed in my second video when I first did the once over with the let's play a little. Resources, schematics, heroes. If you want all the good stuff, you gotta keep playing the game, as it were. And thus, I keep playing the game in Plankerton. However, thanks to Survive the Storm, there have been a few slight changes. Everything looks standard right now. Well, actually, everything looks much improved thanks to the constant patches. Not everything is all closed in and everything, which I appreciate. But let me collect my research data, because that's important to do at this point in time. But you'll start to notice that in some of the areas there are these weird spirally funnels. Now what the heck does that even mean? Well, I'll tell you, good sir and or madam, that is the storm part of surviving the storm. See, you will have your normal missions, which are, depending on what missions they are. You do them, you play them, and everything will go as expected. With these new little spirally storms, things are a little different, because they will add modifiers to the gameplay style. So, in this example, retrieve the data. See how convenient I have it, like right next door. As soon as I get this stupid thing, there we go. Retrieve the data. Basically, you're retrieving the data, defend it from the evil energy zombies. In this one, a normal style, you would get little data and a little upgrade, what do you call it? Not recipe, but upgrade component. If you play a similar retrieve the data mission with the modifiers include, not only do you get your standard rewards, but you get 2 more, which are very essential for what you need. One is 6 drops of pure rain, which is a very important component for upgrading like everything in the game. At least from copper to silver. And which, if you play the game as much as I have, you're right around the silver level. The next thing you get is a certain number of storm tickets, which if you get 1,000, you can get a chance of some really cool gear. And I will show you that later, because as it so happens, I saved up 1,000 because I really like to play this game. But for right now, let's pretend I don't have that, and I want those tickets, and I want extra goodies, and I don't mind a little challenge in my game. So let's find out what these modifiers include. Alrighty, so as you can see, I still have a constructor type. I don't know if I showed this in the last time I did the video, but this one is the power constructor type, which means that he is very good at very large defenses with a special ability, and he doesn't mind getting physical. He doesn't mind getting physical. Yes. But anyway, like I said, so what's new about this, thanks to this event? Well, you see where it says active modifiers? Well, there's active modifiers. Players get 1, but the enemies get 2, which is kind of unfair, but hey, we get quadruple rewards. So yeah, so that's how that works. So basically, in this particular game, Sword Ninjas is active, which means ninjas do more damage and crit more often. I am not a ninja, so that kind of screws me over. But what doesn't screw me over, yes it does completely, are the enemy modifiers. Uncharted enemies. Enemies don't show up on the minimap. Very annoying, because this game likes to spawn those energy zombies just willy-nilly, even with a full minimap. Half the time, just you don't know they come creeping up on you until you hear that conflicty music. And the other modifier, slow pools. Enemies have a chance to leave a slowing pool on the ground when they die, which is not as annoying, but it's pretty... See what I was talking about? I was talking to you good people at home, and what does the game do? He decides to drop this garbage zombies on you. Guess what? It's hammer time. Get away from me, you idiots. I am not a victim here. You are, because you're stupid and you're ugly and you're easy to knock around. Warhammer, people, let me tell you something. It may be slow, but there's very few there's very few weapons in this game that not only knock enemies back, even the chubsies, and dizzy them. Warhammer is such that weapon. So, it's a perfect trade-off of slowness for power, dizzy potential, and knockback. You want to control these things before they swarm all on you, as a zombie would. Speaking of wood, I need some, because I had an dismal defense at my home base before I started recording, and I'm a little miffed about that. For one reason, if I could have lasted just 2 more freaking minutes, I could have moved on to the next level and get some sweeter upgrades. But since I failed miserably, I gotta restock my resources, which means your standard assortment of wood, brick, and especially steel. But again, I am super mad at myself because I didn't do my due diligence. I just said, no, I'll just modify it here, here, and here, and here. I should be fine. Where I should have went completely overkill and just buffed everything up, leave no square untrapped, nothing covered. Nothing should not be exposed, but I didn't do that. Granted, it didn't help that no one helped me defend, because everyone else is enjoying the event like I am, so no one's doing like random mission game play with other option. It would have been nice, but hey, if I'm not doing it, I can't expect everyone else out there to. So I was sort of by my lonesome. I had my computer controlled, squad mates, which are, if I haven't showed it, these 3 happy looking people right over here. But as you could also see, I have not upgraded them in any way, shape, or form. Compared to my super beefy power base guy, which is 48 strength, these guys are a miserable 15 each. Which, fighting enemies that are 37 at my defense level, well, let's just say they did not last very long, even with my pimped out weapons I gave them. So, again, you know, had no one to help me. I didn't upgrade my home base defenses properly, and I did not upgrade my computer-controlled defenders either. So didn't quite turn out as I hoped. But in my own defense, they did last all 3 rounds, all 2 rounds, and most of the 3rd round before dying on me. So that's a bit of a bonus there. That's a bit of a feather in my cap. The next time I do defense, however, I will not be sloppy. I will upgrade everything to 3, level 3 defenses, strongest traps possible, strongest walls possible. And my weapons are pretty good. I might as well show them while I'm here. Yeah. Got the Warhammer. You just saw what that could do. But this nifty little gun called the Shredder. It's a shotgun sniper combo variant. As you can see, the strength of a shotgun with the distance capabilities of sniper. It's a little OP, and I'm okay with that. And of course, the legendary right here. I don't know what this is, and this is not just this game, but many games since, I don't know, Halo perhaps. I keep getting games that are trying to throw shotguns in my face like every time. I'm more of an auto man. I love auto machine guns, assault rifles, you name it. If it spits more than 1 bullet at a time in a straight line, then that's the thing for me. But, you know, lately, and I guess like forever, games have been saying, no man, no, you like things up close and personal. You like throwing down, here's a shotgun. Oh, you don't like this shotgun? You can have this shotgun. Oh, you don't like this shotgun? Well, you can have another shotgun. I'm not lying here. I have 1 shotgun, 2 shotguns, both legendaries, by the way. And the Shredder, which is not a legendary, but it's a freaking epic, which is like the difference between Superman and Captain Marvel. There's not much of a difference between the two. Just one is just slightly stronger than the other. And that's... I have other weapons here, as you can see. But pound for pound, except for the Lawbringer here, these 3 guns are my strongest weapons. And they're all freaking shotguns. What's that word? Freudenschauden? I know I'm saying that wrong. But that's kind of how I feel at this point. I want my guns, but I cannot not use these things. And seriously, people, I don't have the chutzpah to break those schematics down into, like, resources I could use to some other thing. They're freaking legendaries and an epic here. I need these things. I'm like mid-tier right now, and I can't just turn my nose up free legendaries. I won't. So what am I supposed to do? Well, I tell you, you use those legendaries even if you don't prefer them. Because guess what? These enemies over time will get cheap, will get tough, and will own your behind if you don't have the proper armaments. So that's why I'm carrying this. That's why I'm carrying two shotguns, because one can get distance shots. The other is a room sweeper, as its namesake. Amazing, right? Not my preferred weapon type, but you know what? I'm gonna use it because those 2 weapons right there are amazing, and I need amazing weapons to survive the Fortnite. All right, ranting over. Let's get back to work. So yeah, retrieve the data. The good news is I don't really have to do anything until this stupid balloon gets down here and we can defend. So I'm going around collecting all the resources I need for my future endeavors, which you'll probably see in my next videos, to be honest. Then after I record the videos, I'm going back to defense. I am not deterred. I will have my vengeance and all that. But for now, I'm just collecting. Speaking of having my vengeance, Destiny 2 is going to be coming out. I'm going to try to get it on opening day, but I'll be honest with you, I wasn't planning on it until, you know, my fellow gamers and, you know, best friends at AUG sort of shamed me into it. Not that I have any particular hate for Destiny, not at all. I still stand by my statements of Destiny. Excellent game, had fun, great experience, never regret it. But when I saw Anthem on E3, and yes, I still got those videos to do. I know, I'm sorry, I'm bad. But when I saw the trailer for Anthem and then the more extended trailer for Anthem, which is like, in my opinion, Destiny Plus, but with like full body power armor, I said, this is the Destiny in its fullest potential, and I cannot wait to play that. So it convinced me so much, I decided, you know what, Destiny had a good run. I'm going to probably bow to this one and just, you know, get myself mentally ready for Anthem whenever it comes out. Next year, hopefully. But apparently, no, my friends and gamer buddies didn't get the memo, and I said, what? You can't give up now. We won't let you, man. We need you. You're strong. You're good. Got a shooting arm. And plus, you keep complaining about Destiny not giving your favorite faction, the Cabal, by the way, no screen time. Now Destiny 2 is nothing but the Cabal. You can't say no, man. I won't allow it. And I said, fine. Your logic and reasoning has beat me again, people at AUG. I will not refuse. I may not be able to get the game at opening day. I'm going to try, though. But I will play the game when it comes out. Or I'll play the game eventually. And to its credit, it does look pretty amazing. I cannot wait. They got a lot of options. And, you know, it's just making me fall back in love with the game all over again. But I can't stay faithful to Destiny this time. My heart, I think, belongs to another. But I think Destiny already knows that. But until that game comes out, I am just going to be playing Fortnite. I do have other games that I should be playing, but heck, this game is way too fun. And it's an appropriate amount of challenge for me, which I do enjoy. I know this may not seem like the most dynamic for you guys, because just watching me randomly beat the crap out of steel things to get stuff is kind of boring. I can relate. So I'm going to do a quick little jump cut, and I will see you at the hot spot where I'm doing all my best work of defending and all that good stuff. Okay, see you in a minute. Boo! Alright, people, that's enough fun. As you can see, I got my resources and I'm ready to go. And the freaking balloon dirigible thing is about to fall. I mean, I could just make it fall sooner, but I still needed to collect a whole bunch of metal, which I did. And I didn't want to make my teammates mad, or they'd just peace out on me, and I don't really want to fight all these freakazoids alone, especially with all these modifiers in place. I mean, I love my challenges, but, you know, seriously, no. Also, yeah, I hate these guys. Not messing with them today. So, let's just peace out. Peace out. Alright, as you can see, the enemies are going to spawn right here as they do. And surprisingly, nether realm vortexes don't really hurt you that much. But whatever comes out of them certainly will. So, yeah. Let's go over here. As you can see, my team is all ready to go. I probably should put some things here. What kind of things? I don't know. Some sort of trap things. I could totally do that. But can I do it in enough time? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do this real fast. I love traps. It's like the best way to fight, but not fighting. Although I am kind of sad there's no turrets. I would have bet my bottom dollar there would have been at least a turret equivalent in this game, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem to be. Now, I want to be pleasantly surprised, like there is like some sort of hidden turret-like functionality, but later in the game, but I highly doubt it. But that is sadly my dream. That may never come to be. But hey, let's get back to work here with defending this objective. Now, unfortunately, there's only one objective to defend, and as it so happens, constructors are very good at defending said objectives, as long as it's built around a safety of brick, steel, or wood. And I can plop this thing down. And look at that. Now it's surrounder energy. I love the base function. It's one of the reasons why I'm still a constructor today. Plus, they're pretty tough, as you can see. Get out of here, you weak sauces. Now, again, bases doesn't cover everything, which is sad, but, ow. Ooh, someone called in a massive airstrike. Thank you very much. As you can see, this is not covered. And I blame the construction of whoever made this thing. I don't know why people like to put triangles in their bases. It's very annoying, but I'll tell you something for free. It makes it hard to cover because the base function only covers so many angles and spaces at one time. Time to do my special ability, Dummy Attack. As you can see, zombies are stupid, and they target anything that talks. So that's what my the ghost. I hate the ghost. It's like all up in the way. Plasma pulse. There you go. I don't know. Maybe I should upgrade these things. I don't know. Or maybe I should move my guy. Let me move my base function to somewhere closer to this end. Because, again, every character is different in the game. And not every constructor is created equal. My constructor is pretty awesome because, guess what? In addition to having a large base function, hold on a sec, gotta recharge it. It reflects 50% of damage caused by said energy zombie back at the attacker, which is pretty awesome. Hold on, there we go. Now we're playing with power. Oh, and the walls heal too with my base function. So there you go. That's also nice. I might as well improve this wall because this wall seems to be getting a butt ton of love by these stupid zombies. So there you go. Oh, look at that. That was a teddy, which is not like a teddy bear. That's more like a death machine. But that's only for Outlanders. Outlanders are fun too. I'll be honest with you. Boop. But they don't have the defensive capabilities of said base, so I only use them whenever not everything is on the line here. And not saying that things are on the line right now. This is quite easy to maintain, even though, you know, it may seem like crap's going down, and it is a little bit. The team I'm on seems to be competent enough, and I know I'm competent enough. See. Now you gone and done it, stupid energy zombies. I will have my revenge. Excuse me for a second. Now I gotta rebuild this thing. Stupid energy zombies. Yeah, technically I know they're called husks, but you know, they are literally energy zombies. See, I would like to put my thing in here somewhere, but thanks to all these stupid triangles, that's not possible. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to plop this here. And I'm going to plop this here. And then I'm going to plop this here. And then I'm going to put this here. I didn't want to make it steel, but whatever. And then I'm going to put this here. Which should help a lot. Because now it's on the inside. And just to make sure they don't do that again with stupid bombs, I'm going to put that right there. And then I'm going to upgrade it. So now it should be much easier to maintain. Huh. Looks like someone's trying to get out or something. Oh yeah, that's me. I just don't understand this. This is just way too... This is way too convoluted. But whatever. Whatever floats their boat. I ain't no grand architect. I can't judge people. And if it works, it works. This does not work, though. Get out of here, you stupid energy zombies. Give me a break. Oh, boy. You get out of here, too. Warhammer, people, take it under consideration. If it smacks around those fatties, it will smack around anything. Even the mist monsters, like the Flying Ghost Freak and the Smasher dudes. But sometimes you don't want to get all up and close and personal with Warhammer. Sometimes you want to shoot things from very far away, which I am happy to do so with this thing. Again, a shotgun that's also a sniper. That's OP. And there's no spread, don't get me wrong, but when you want pinpoint accuracy, you don't really want spread. You want, you know, awesome face shots that take down... get out of here, you stupid freak! No, no, no. Thank you, Weber. See, that's where that slow pull stuff modifier comes in. Now, it's a good thing we have two ninjas on the team. They're probably cleaning house, which I'm fine with. I'll just be over here, taking my pot shots at freaks with my sniper shotgun. And if things get a little too rowdy, guess what? I'm going to sweep the room. But for right now, no problem. Everything's fine and dandy like Shawakanda. Despite the fact I can't see them on the minimap, I know where they're coming from, so they make easy shot targets. There we go. A little, you know, Omni Gamer pro tip here. Whenever you play this game and you see those bumblebee hive heads, shoot them first. They are no end of frustration and misery if you don't. Nothing like a good energy wall. Also, you probably should take out these big, tall freaks too, because they do Cyclops beams, which at first they can't get their aim straight until they get their aim straight, and then they kill you. So yeah. Bumblebee heads, hive heads first, and then the tall freak second, and mist monsters of any variety third. Believe it or not, those two are dangerous because they can really mess you up from a decent range. I mean, these guys don't use guns yet, but I'm just saying, those guys will mess you up if you don't mess them up. Yeah, stupid energy zombies, they think that's a person. That is not a person. Oh, and thanks to my perk systems of equipping other standby heroes with my primary hero, they can give me special abilities for my other guys. So again, the small subtle details of this game are amazing and worth the $60 price tag for basically a free-to-play game. At least it's not free-to-play now, but
the data you collected will help us locate survivors.
I'm just saying. Again, keep it under consideration. It's a really fun game, and the glitches are lower than ever, so that's beautiful. Alright. And despite me not having ninja power, I didn't do too bad for myself overall. Didn't do much building because I was doing a lot of gathering. Anywho, let's just move on, and I will show you something else for free. Alright, so like I said before, with these new Survive the Storm modifiers in place in your normal levels, you get expanded loot. This is just normal loot, by the way, you know, which is all good. Oh wait, well, they did this out of order, but hey, that's fine. But not only do you get, I will explain now, not only did you get expanded loot, but you also get specialty weapon quests, where you could get a preview of awesome weapons that you can get a schematic for during the event. Now, this event is only a limited time, so you can only do this stuff in that set time frame. So if you got this game, I suggest you start now. I just got this thingy, which is an awesome sniper rifle, hydraulic base. Now, keep this in mind. This is the weapon, not the schematic. You have to break open the Survive the Storm Pinata in order to do that, which we'll address in another video. But this is the game's way of saying, alright, here's a preview of the weapon. It's weak, but it's still serviceable, and you get a chance to see if this is your flavor or not. The Survive the Storm weapons are all hydraulic based, which that means they have standard stats, standard damage, but they have incredibly high impact, which means that a few shots of any hydraulic weapon will stagger those energy zombies pretty good. They won't stun them like a good old-fashioned Warhammer, but like I said, controlling those stupid zombies is like the best thing ever. If you can't kill them right away, you might as well knock them off their feet. Slow down their advance. You'll appreciate that. I'm going to give this Copper Tsunami a try next time I start to do this thingy, because I'm done and I'm hungry and all that good stuff. Plus, I just wanted to show you this first part of the Survive the Storm event, which I believe I've done in spades. And here's the extra stuff for doing the Survive the Storm modifier. Tickets and pure drops of water. And I think that's it for this. Next couple of videos will highlight the main functionality and awesomeness of the Survive the Storm event. Get ready, because this one is a time goblin. Till that time, though, this is the one Tron the Gamer Boss Bronze telling you to stay tuned for the next video game Armada transmission. Till then, take care.